This video is about completing the square using the pictorial method or the drawing method, if you may. Okay, and in teaching takes three approach: the concrete, the pictorial, and the abstract. So this video will be focusing on the pictorial and the abstract, just in case as teachers you don't have the concrete resources to manipulate. Okay, you can always draw your solution, and students, you can draw your solution if you don't understand the abstract method of doing it. Okay, so that's the purpose of this video. Alright, let's get into it. Our pieces are x squared, negative x squared, x, negative x, 1, negative 1. So the negative pieces are those that are shaded. Alright, so our first move is to draw this x squared. So this is x squared. The value that is here, we're going to divide this by 2 always. Okay, and whatever you get, you're going to share it. Half of this will be on this side, half will be on this side. So if I divide 8x by 2, I get 4x. So I have 1x here, 2x's, 3x's, 4x's, and then 1, 2x's, 3x's, 4x's. Okay? Now I need to complete the square. That's why the topic is called completing the square. Alright? I need to complete the square. But how many pieces do I need to complete the square? In order to tell where I'm going to extend this, and I extend this. Okay? I extend this, this, and this. Then I extend this, this, and this. The number of pieces here, that is how many pieces I need to complete the square. Okay? But please note that only positive pieces can use to complete the square here. And the reason for that is, let's say this was negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. If this dimension was negative and this is negative, negative times negative is positive. It's always the area, completing the area here. Okay? And if they were positive, positive times positive is still positive. So it's always positive pieces completing the square here. Now the number of pieces you need to complete the square will be dependent on what you have here. If this number that is here is positive, it means that you have some pieces that you can use to complete the square. If it is negative, you do not have any. So you need to create something called zero pairs. Alright? And we will look at that shortly. So let's see how many pieces we need to complete the square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We need 16 pieces to complete the square. But remember, they must be positive. Now, because this number is positive, it means that we have, okay, we have 20, but we only need 16. Alright, so when we take the 16 from the 20, we will still have 4. Alright, now let's look at this length. This is x plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this is x plus 4. This is x plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this is x plus 4. This is x plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this is x plus 4. And this is x plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this is x plus 4. We see that it's a square because all the lengths are the same. Alright? So we want to find the area of this square. So the area of a square is side times side. So one side is x plus 4 and another side is x plus 4. Okay? Remember, when we took the 16 pieces that we needed to complete the square here from the 20, we still had 4 remaining. So any amount that you have left will always come here. So since I have 4 remaining, this is plus 4. Also, remember from your algebra class that when you multiply something by itself, it means the thing square. And so x plus 4 times x plus 4 means x plus 4 all square plus my 4 here. And this is my completed square by drawing. Okay, let's verify this thing now by calculation. Alright, so if we have x squared plus 8x plus 20, this part I'm going to put in parentheses. So I would have x squared plus 8x, and I'm going to put a space here for the amount I need to complete the square, plus my 20 here. Alright, now my coefficient of my x, which is this, I'm always going to half it and then square it. So when you half something, that's pretty much dividing the thing by 2. So this would be 8 divided by 2, and we square it. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so this would be 4 square. And 4 square is 16. So that is the number that will come here. Okay? So I need 16 pieces to complete the square. So this is my completed square. But look at it. I added this 16 to my original thing, meaning that I'm changing the thing. So to account for this 16 that I added here, I must subtract it from here as well. Now this is my completed square. So it would be x. The number that is inside the parentheses will always be half of whatever your x is, half of your x coefficient. So since the x coefficient is plus 8, half of that is plus 4. And then I square it. 20 minus 16 is 4. Now do you see that this is the same as that? Okay? So that's how you draw your solution. Let's look at one more, just for practice sake. Alright, so here, again, let's go through a little bit more quickly. So I draw my x squared here. I'm going to divide this thing by 2. So when I divide negative 6x by 2, I get negative 3x. So negative 3x is going to come here, and negative 3x is going to come down here. So I have negative x. I'm going to shade them because they're negative. That's 2. And that's 3. That's my negative 3x. I need negative 3 down here as well. That's 1. Negative 2x. That's negative 3x. Again, I need to complete my square. And so I extend this, and I extend this. I extend this part here, extend this line, extend this line. This is the number of pieces I need to complete my square. Remember that I can only use positive pieces to complete my square. Okay? So this now would be, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 pieces to complete my square. But I don't have any. I don't have any because this is negative. Remember, only positive pieces can complete. And so I need to create something called 0 pairs. Okay? So I need 9 pieces. The number of 0 pairs you will create will be based on the amount that you need to complete your square. Or if you had a positive number here, but it's still not enough, you still needed more to complete the square here, the additional amount that you need to complete the square, that would be the number of 0 pieces you would create, okay, or 0 pairs. So I need 9 0 pairs. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Now from my 0 pairs, I can only use the positive part to complete my square. Okay? So I'll use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to complete the square. Alright? So let's look at my length now. For this length, this would be x minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, because these are shaded. So this would be x minus 3. Here would be x minus 3. This is x minus 3. And this is x minus 3. Okay? I'm going to take the area of this, so it is side by side. So it would be x minus 3 times x minus 3. Now, when I took the positive part from my 9 0 pairs, what was left? It was only the negative parts remaining, right? How many negative did we have remain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 9, a negative 9 here, but we also had a negative 5 there. So these two, the negative 5 plus the negative 4, the negative 9 plus the negative 5, that will give us what? Negative 14. So this would be minus 14. So negative x minus 3 times x minus 3, that would be x minus 3 all square minus 14. And this would be my solution there. Okay? Let's quickly verify it by calculation. So by calculation, we would have, let's put this here because I want us to see, we would have x squared minus 6x minus 5. Again, this part is going inside the parentheses. So this would be x squared minus 6x, and I'm going to keep a space there, minus my 5. Now half of this, that would be negative 6 divided by 2, and I'm squaring it. So negative 6 divided by 2, that would be negative 3, and I square it. Negative 3 squared, that is 9. So this is the amount I need to put here to complete my square. Okay? So I would have added 9 here to complete my square. And if I added a 9 here, because this is a positive 9, to make this thing be the same as it started with, we must subtract the 9 from here as well. Okay? So this is my perfect square in here. So this would just be x, and the number that is inside the parentheses will always be half of this thing here. Half of this number here. And half of negative 3 Half of negative 6, I mean, is negative 3, and I square it. Negative 5 minus 9, that is negative 14. So this would be your thing by working, and you can compare that they are the same. Okay, so these are the same. Alright, hope you have learned something. Have a fantastic day.